I believe you because I have no reason not to. I believe you because I believe all victim survivors. I believe you, period. My name is Hannah, and I am a community advocate at 360 Communities with a focus on sexual violence. My role is to work with victim survivors of sexual violence or their loved ones or family members, people who are caring for them, anywhere around the county. As a community advocate, that can mean a bunch of different things depending on what you're looking for, what your specific needs or situations are, and I can be really creative with the different tools that I have. But it's really just supporting you, providing emotional support, safety planning, explaining the processes, whether that's the criminal processes, civil processes, healthcare, getting you connected with resources like mental health or support groups. Really just being there as a support person, someone to talk with, someone to explain what's going to happen. As an advocate, my job is to walk alongside you as you make the decisions, make sure that you have the understanding for what those decisions mean, but not force you into anything. So one question I get a lot is, do I have to report to the police? Are you going to report to the police if I don't? Kind of what are my options? And so the first thing that I tell you is that you don't have to report to the police. It's always your choice. You don't have to report to work with me or to access any of the services that 360 Communities offers. We have connections with other partners throughout the county, but we're not going to share anything that you tell us to anyone without your explicit consent. And so I'm never going to encourage you or force you to report to the police if that's not something you want to do. If it is, I'll be there and support you no matter what. If it's not, again, I'll be there and support you no matter what. So at 360 Communities, we're allowed in spaces that sometimes other support people that you may have aren't allowed in. So for example, when you are getting a sexual assault exam, we can be there if you want us during the whole thing. Same if you are reporting to law enforcement. Again, sometimes they won't allow family members or other support people in for the integrity of the investigation. We as advocates have a special role that we are allowed in there, and we can be there to provide support. We won't talk or say anything, but we can be there so that you're not alone and so that you feel like you do have support there. Another place that we can be there for emotional support is in the courtroom, whether you are petitioning for a restraining order, like an order for protection or harassment restraining order, or if you are testifying. Again, we can be there in places that other people are not. Even if you're just there to attend a hearing that you're not participating in, we can be there either with you or in your place to provide updates if you're not comfortable going, but you still want to know what's going on in the courtroom. So we understand that leaving the person who is hurting you, leaving your abuser, can be a really hard time, emotionally making that decision, but also it can be a big escalation factor in the abuse. So if you call us, one of the things that we will talk you through is the option of the Lewis House, which is our emergency shelter here in Dakota County. So it's a shelter specific for people who have experienced domestic violence, sexual violence, trafficking, or stalking, and are not safe in their current living situation because of one of those things. We actually have two Lewis houses, one in Hastings and one in Egan. They have between 15 and 20 beds. They are congregate living facilities, so you might have your own room or you might be sharing your room with another individual or another family. There is a shared kitchen, dining room, living area, free laundry services. Advocates are there 24/7 to help you with safety planning, to check in with you, help you with any goals that you identify, whether those are financial goals, goals around housing, educational goals, goals around your kids or family. We also provide support groups that are on site provided by one of our advocates, and then we have a therapist who does over the phone or in-person therapy appointments each week. And we're really just there as advocates, again, 24/7 to kind of help you with whatever you're looking for. If you have experienced sexual assault or sexual violence of any type and you don't know what to do or where to start, you can always call us at 360 Communities. We have a 24/7 hotline that's answered by a trained, free, and confidential advocate. So that number is 651-405-1500. We believe you, it's not your fault, and we're here to support you.